Hello everyone. Let's simplify this trigonometric expression. Right, if you check here, what we have these angles 140 degrees, 130 degrees, 330 degrees, 240 degrees. We have to reduce these angles, so we have to use the reduction formula. So let's look at each component of the expression. We're going to start with cos 140 degrees. So 140 degrees is in which quadrant? 140 degrees is in which quadrant? Is it in quadrant 1? No, quadrant 1 is 0 to 90 degrees. And then quadrant 2 is 90 to 180 degrees. So it means 140 degrees is in quadrant 2. So it means here is going to be in the form 180 degrees minus theta. Okay. So now 140 degrees, we say 100 and what? 180 degrees minus what? We want to get 140 degrees, so it should be minus 40 degrees. Should be minus 40 degrees. Do you see that? So it's 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. And then it is in the second quadrant. It is in the second quadrant. Okay, what does it mean? But before we go there, let's just write what we got so far. So this is cos 140 degrees. Cos 140 degrees is the same as cos 180 degrees minus 40 degrees. Just know that it is where? It is in the second quadrant. Right, we go to the next component, which is sine 130 degrees. Where is 130 degrees? Which quadrant is it? Which quadrant is it? It is between 90 degrees and 180 degrees, isn't it? So this is where 130 degrees is. And again, it's going to be in the form 180 degrees minus theta. So what do we say here? We have to say 180 degrees minus 50. You see that? So that we can get 130 degrees. So it means here, we're going to write this as sine 180 degrees minus 50 degrees. You see that? Okay. Let's go to our third component, which is sine 330 degrees. Where is 330 degrees? Is it in the third quadrant, fourth quadrant? 330. It should be in the fourth quadrant, okay? Fourth quadrant, because it's between 270 degrees and 100, between 270 degrees and 360 degrees. Let me just write these angles here. Let me start with this one. This was angle 140 degrees. This one was angle 130 degrees. This one is angle 330 degrees. Okay, right. So this one is going to be in the form 360 degrees minus theta. That's in the fourth quadrant. So it's going to be 360 degrees minus 30 degrees. See that? Right, let's just write that. So we're going to write this as sine 360 degrees minus 30 degrees. See that? Okay, and then the last component, which is going to be plus cos what? 240 is in which quadrant? 240 is in quadrant 1. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's going to be in quadrant 3, isn't it? 240 is between 180 and 270. So this is our 240 degrees. 240 degrees. So it's going to be in the form 180 degrees plus theta. So it's going to be 180 plus what? To get 240 plus, is it plus 60? Yes, plus 60 degrees. Okay, so it's going to be, let's write that one in that form. So it's going to be cos 180 degrees plus 60 degrees. Okay, right. Now we need to reduce our angles now. Okay, let's go to the next step. So cos 180 minus 40 degrees is in the second quadrant, and then our cos here is going to be negative, so it's going to be negative cos 40 degrees. We are reducing now, okay? Negative cos 40 degrees. And then sine 180 minus 50. Sine here is positive in the second quadrant, so it's going to be sine 50 degrees. Okay, sine 50 degrees. And then what we have, we're done with this one, this fraction part. And then plus, and then sine 360 minus 30 in the what you call this, is in the fourth quadrant. It is only cos that is positive here, so it's going to be negative sine 30 degrees. Okay, and then plus, and then cos 180 degrees plus 60 is in the third quadrant, and only tan here is positive, so it means this is also negative cos 60 degrees. See that? Okay, right, we're almost there. And then if you check here, remember this, we said sine 90 minus theta is equal to what? Is equal to cos theta. So sine 50, remember sine 50, 50 and 50 degrees and 40 degrees are complementary angles. So sine 90 degrees minus 40, that is sine 50. 90 minus 40 is 50, isn't it? Is equal to cos 40. You see that? So meaning that we're saying here sine 50 degrees is equal to cos 40. Just know that complementary angles. Okay, right, so that's what we are going to write now. We're going to change our what do you call this, sine 50 to become cos 40. Okay, right, let's just try to use this space here. So it's going to be negative cos 40 degrees divided by cos 40. You see that? Okay, degrees. And then minus sine 30 degrees, because positive times negative is negative. And then here again, positive times negative is negative cos 60 degrees. Right. And then cos 40 degrees divided by cos 40 degrees, what do we get? We're getting negative 1. Then this is a special angle. Remember, sine 30 degrees is what? It's half, isn't it? So this is going to be negative minus half. Okay, and then cos 60 again is what? It's a special angle. And if you check, 30 degrees and 60 degrees are complementary angles. So it means cos 60 degrees is just same as sine 30. Okay, so this is also negative half. And then negative half minus half is negative 1. So we have negative 1 minus 1, which is equal to negative 2. That's our answer there. Okay, right. Thank you very much. We're going to meet in our next lesson.